Patience is louder than desire. No matter how bad you want that thing, you always catching yourself having to wait. And that's the craziest thing about life is that no matter how passionate you are, no matter how much you desire that thing, you have to wait. Now, because me, I'm somebody who have a lot of questions, and I just be wondering why. I want to be successful. I want to have a good character. I want to be good to people. I want to be kind. I want to take care of my family. I want to make it far. But all those things that I desire, I still have to wait. Now, something that blew my mind was why? Why do I have to wait? And this is the best thing that I came to a conclusion with is that I'm not ready. I'm not ready to have those things yet, because no matter how much you desire, growth also plays a part. You have to grow into those desires. You have to be ready to handle those desires. You have to be mature. You have to be mentally stable. You have to be, persistent or consistent with whatever it is that desire requests. And something that hit me hard is that I want a lot of things, but I always decline the things that it takes for me to maintain it. Just like having a house, you have to keep up with the utilities, you have to keep up with the bills, the insurance, the taxes, Just like the apartment, you have to keep up with the rent, you have to make sure, you're going to work every day. We look at your desires and then look at the things you're going to have to do to maintain that desire, And then here comes patience. You have to wait. You have to be patient. If you drive to work, you have to be, content with putting gas in your car and then going and getting straight into traffic, You're driving that thing and now you're in traffic. Now you have to wait. Or if you don't leave out early, you end up being late to work. Or if you catch transportation, you have to leave out early to get on the train. Then you have to wait for the train. And it's just what if patience is the key to life? What if waiting is the key to everything that we may desire, that we may want? What if just waiting for it? What if showing God that we can wait? And it's me, I struggle with that. So when I talk to you guys about these things, I also struggle with these things. I'm no better than you guys, And it's just, I'm coming to my understanding that I have to wait no matter what. Even when I'm working hard, even when I'm grinding, bro, I have to wait. Planting the seed, you have to wait for the harvest. So patience always is louder than desire. Patience is always louder than hard work. Patience is the loudest thing. You have to wait. And I say all of this to say, no matter what you want in life, no matter how much you desire, even a relationship with God, you have to wait. You have to wait. Praying, you have to wait to hear his voice. Reading the Bible, you have to wait. You have to be patient and try to understand it. You have to take your time. So what if patience was the key to life? And somebody like me who struggled with patience, waiting, and then, growing up in North Philadelphia, that's why that's why a lot of murders and robberies and bad things are happening. Why? Because people can't wait. People can't wait. This person may want that car, but he's not in a position to get that car. So now he can't wait to have a car. So now he has to, he don't have to, but now he chooses to go out and break into somebody else's cars and steals it. Or this person may want some money, and he may not want a job, but now he has to wait because he don't have everything he needs to get the job. So now he don't have to, but now he chooses to sell drugs, to get money fast because he don't want to wait a week's pay or 2 weeks to get paid from the 9 to 5. You know, this patience thing, it leads you, if you're not ready to wait for it, you will end up doing something bad, you know? That's just the honest truth. When you're not ready to wait, you automatically lean into something negative. And this shows you how important patience is. It just shows you how, and life shows you. Life itself will show you how patient you have to be. It will show you that patience is the key. That no matter what, you have to be willing to wait, you know? And sometimes if you really want to be great, if you really want to make it far in life, you have to be willing to wait better than others. That's why you see a lot of people say, wait your time, or your time is coming, wait your turn. You really have to wait. You really have to stay patient. And it's like you have to stay steady, not going up, not going down. You just have to be right here, just going, you know? You just have to be willing to wait. And somebody like me, where it's just like, bro, why do I gotta wait? Why is it taking so long? But it's just like, bro, I'm waiting because the whole point is you're not ready yet. You're not ready to get this thing. You're not ready to manage it. Because every time you go up another level, there comes with more responsibility, you know? And it's just like, wow, you know, wow. The more you want, the more responsibility you're asking for. We think it's just going to the next level. We think it's just giving us peace, and now we're happy that we got this thing. But no, this thing comes with more responsibility. And sometimes the things we get, others been waiting years to get. Whether it's a car, whether it's a house, whether it's a new job. You know, it's crazy. But it just, life will show you that patience is the key to everything. And, you know, I really have to wait. I really have to continue going like this, you know, being patient. Because if I'm not patient, it will lead me down a negative path. It will lead me down doing terrible things because I didn't want to wait. Because I didn't believe that what I was doing, working hard, grinding, it was coming, you know? Yes, there's hard work. Yes, there's planning. But then there's waiting. Waiting may take longer than all of those things, you know? Whether you want that car, that dream to come to life, no matter what you did, you still have to wait. When you make food, you know, you cooking, or you still have to wait for it to be done. You may leave it on the stove, you put the top on it, and then you have to wait. Patience is louder than desire. You know? Honestly, y'all, the worst choices I ever made in my life came from not waiting. Came from not wanting to wait. You know, and thank God that I'm still here. Thank God, you know, by His grace and mercy that I'm able to continue to talk to y'all and upload. But the most terriblest choices I ever made came from not wanting to wait. Because whenever it came to a decision I wanted to make in life, I always thought about the waiting period. I always thought about how long it would take, how this would come, how this would come. And then I thought about the waiting time. And then when I thought about the patience I would have to have in order to do or get that thing, I made a choice after that. And that choice depended on whether I was willing to be patient or not. And, you know, and the worst choices I ever made came from not willing to be patient. So, you know, always understand that patience is louder than desire. No matter what you do, no matter what you want in life, if you can wait, you will outlast the next person. And it's not about being better than nobody. It's not about getting things before anybody. No. If you are willing to be patient, if you are willing to wait for that thing, before you look up, bro, you're going to have it. But it's really about your composure and how much you're willing to stay patient and devoted, you know? Stay patient. And I'm also learning, like, building my relationship with God, you know? I have to wait for him. Yes, he's God. Yes, he may know all things, right? But I still have to wait to hear his voice. I still have to wait to understand his word. I still have to wait to do certain things that I may want to do just because I'm able to do it, you know? Patience is louder than desire.